Steve and Tim bike the Death Highway, Ratanakiri to Mondolkiri, 200 kilometers in eastern Cambodia.
So Ban Lung is huge now. There's like a double line. I know.
There's a beautiful crater lake, Bong Yat Long. Continuing our airstrip tour of Cambodia. Here's Ban Lung. Charter flights only, please. For some reason we have a fascination with riding our bicycles down Cambodian airstrips. I don't know why. Outside of Ban Lung, just heading south. And the first thing we did was visit a couple waterfalls. This one's called Kachan, and it's pretty interesting. You can walk right to the top of the waterfall. There's Tim up there. Then you can also walk around down to the bottom. And it's just really sandy all the way up to the falls. Really nice place to spend a day. Here I'm about to hit Tim. Now we're just off to another waterfall. Now these guys were just out in the middle of nowhere, crushing rock. It was a pretty interesting operation. Here's another waterfall called Katiam. Now by the time I got here, we just finished the other waterfall and we weren't really up for swimming. But it looks pretty similar. Another nice day trip from Ban Lung. And of course, at the top, elephant rides. Once you've done it once, it feels strange to do it again, but it's sure nice to see elephants in the countryside. Now we're off again, heading south to the town of Lumpat. We thought Lumpat would be a lot bigger, be able to stock up on food and water, but it was even difficult to find a restaurant. There's the roundabout as you enter town. We're in the metropolis of Lumpat. We're just about to cross the Stray Pak River, famous in Apocalypse Now, and we feel this is like the gateway to the Death Highway, so we're anticipating something horrid. Only time will tell. There's our first view of the river. It was a lot wider than it looks.
Let's see how far we can walk out.
We actually thought we could wade right across, but it soon got pretty tough current and a lot deeper. There we are biking down to the riverside. There's a ferry here that didn't look like it had much use. Now this is the Stray Pak River. You know the story well. Captain Kurtz going up to find...
We're going upriver about 75 clicks above the Dolong Bridge.
That's Cambodia, Captain.
That's classified. We're not supposed to be in Cambodia, but that's where I'm going. You just get me close to my destination and I'll cut you and the crew loose.
All right, Captain.
Talk about epic journeys. These guys went right past the Death Highway and didn't even notice. Our epic journey is about to begin here across this ferry. Now this is really where it gets remote. Nothing here but forest.
There we go.
Nice river though. Now here the path is pretty good. Only good for jungle motos, ox carts, and bicycles of course. Hey guys. Man, I wish I could be in there right now, but they can get violent pretty fast, I think. See that watermelon on the back there? Picked that up in Lumpat. It was a nice dessert. Now we didn't see too many people on the trail, but every once in a while there was ox carts like this. Nice filming, Tim.
What does it say? Is that English?
Not a bad campsite. We got a whole picnic table here. Even a nice house here. Without the roof, but whatever. Alright, so we stopped for the night on the Death Highway, and these two guys are electric pole fishing for in this little pond. A close-up of this guy's Ghostbuster pack here. We couldn't believe it. These guys got a whole bag of fish. Might be nice with a couple of the ramen. Well, this is pretty much part of the Death Highway, going through Lumpat Wildlife Sanctuary in the early morning. How much of a highway? Yeah, this is day number 2 of our trip through the forest. This is where the road conditions got a lot worse. The trail got really overgrown and really muddy, especially through some of the small towns. There's a good example. So we're just coming up the last slope here across a small stream that divides Mondolkiri and Ratanakiri. So we are in Mondolkiri. Oh man.
I don't know if your hand sanitizer is going to get that off.
Not too long after this, we got really thirsty, and we showed up in this one village, and we were looking for water, just dehydrated, and this old guy who was drinking at like 7:30 in the morning just offered us whiskey. That's it. Thanks a lot, buddy.
You know, sometimes it's just better to ride a bicycle.
So not too long after crossing Mondolkiri border, we got to this nice unpaved road.
Well, for night 2 of the expedition, we didn't have much chance getting anywhere interesting, no rivers or anything, but not too far from the highway, just on this logging road. And passerbys will never notice, but we've set up camp here, and it's beautiful.
Yeah, not a bad little spot. Always ended up having good food. That helps out a lot.
There's tomorrow's lunch over there. Some forest subs, of course. Going across the hills of Mondolkiri.
This is about where the trip got the most interesting, as we got in the foothills of Mondolkiri, almost all the way to Sen Monorom.
We found this great little path off the main road, which apparently also goes into Sen Monorom. So either we'll be enjoying luxury in a couple hours or backtracking.
Interestingly enough, this little path about 10 kilometers before Sen Monorom,
I think I see the towers of Sen Monorom way in the distance there.
this ended up being probably the most beautiful part of the trip, and wasn't even on the main Death Highway. It was about this time that we were just exhausted, just longing to get into the town, and it was so uphill climbing up to the Sen Monorom Plateau.
We've done it. 200 kilometers. We're ridiculously thirsty, tired, hungry. We've done it. Central Sen Monorom. How are you feeling? So we are retiring our bottles after taking them 3 days through the jungle.
Okay, now this is a long story, but pretty much if you ever went to Banana's restaurant before 2012 when it closed, You would have really wanted this sign too.
Nice.
Alright, ready to make a getaway?
Pretty much all that a waterfall is good for. It's cleaning your motos, having a bath, you know,